I get asked all the time by people who are looking to buy their first home in the future, should I save or should I pay down my debt? If you're someone who's in debt but you're looking to buy your first home in the future and you're wondering, should I pay down my debt or should I save my deposit? Then this video is for you. In today's video, I'll be exploring whether you should pay down your debt or save your deposit for your first home. Let's get into it. First up, let's be clear that there is no one size fits all on whether you should pay down your debt or save your deposit. This is very individual to each person's unique situation and circumstances. Today will be general advice only, and I strongly recommend that you touch base with a financial advisor about your unique situation. To start with, you need to know what your debt situation looks like. You need to list out all your debt and look at how much you owe, what interest rates you're paying, and also how much your repayments are. By doing this, you'll be able to get a clear picture of what your current financial situation looks like. Next up, you need to look at what savings that you currently have. Do you have $500 or even $1,000 to cover any little emergencies that might come up? It is recommended that you have around 3 to 6 months worth of money to cover expenses for this time period, set aside as an emergency fund. If you are in debt though, this is a goal that you can revisit at a later date. However, having a small emergency fund of around $500 to $1,000 is a good thing to have in place to stop you going backwards and getting further into debt. If you have $0 saved and have been living paycheck to paycheck or getting further into debt, then something in your life needs to change. Create a budget to see where you can cut back on expenses, see if you can increase your income, sell some stuff from around your house, do what you need to get a little buffer of money in place. If you need help creating a budget, feel free to check out my 4 simple, easy steps to create a budget, which I'll link down in the description below. Now, if you're still watching at this point, I'm guessing that you are a potential first home buyer in the future. You have a little bit of debt and you're wondering, should I pay down my debt or should I save my deposit? Take a look at the list of debt that you wrote down and look at what the interest rates are that you're paying on this debt. Look at how much your repayments are for all of this debt at the moment. From a mortgage advisor perspective, the lenders look at all the debt that you have in place and they factor the amount owing in, and they also factor in the repayments that you're making as well. What this means is that it can really impact your borrowing ability. If you're wanting to get into your first home and you have some high interest consumer debt in place at the moment, I strongly recommend that you pay this off first. If you have open lines of credit that you're not using, such as a credit card or Afterpay or buy now, pay later, I would recommend that you close these down before your mortgage application as well. All of those open lines of credit can impact your mortgage application and impact your borrowing ability. You need to show the banks that you're responsible with money and have good financial management. Is there a way that you can pay down debt and save your deposit at the same time? Potentially. This really does depend on your goals, your timeframes, and also your budget. Something that you could look at doing is increasing your KiwiSaver contribution rate. Even up 1% from say 3% to 4% can make a big difference in your savings. This is automated savings that gets taken out of your pay before your pay hits your bank account. This means that you're still saving your deposit via KiwiSaver and you can budget with the money that you have left that comes through into your account. If you want to increase your chances of getting approved for a home loan, then I strongly recommend that you pay down any high interest consumer debt first. Then you need to make sure that you stay out of debt. Once this is done, you can then focus on building your credit score, building good account conduct, having good financial management, and building some of those savings towards your deposit. This will position you in a much better light with the lenders and also potentially give you more lending options. Remember, buying a first home is a marathon, not a sprint. By working through each little stage, you will eventually get there. I'm also not saying that everyone with debt will not be able to get a mortgage. That is absolutely not the case. I do recommend getting in touch with a mortgage advisor or a financial advisor and having your individual situation assessed and getting some feedback. If you like this video, you might like to stick around and check out my video about how to raise your credit score, which is coming up next. Thank you so much for watching today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.